Hello, Getting, and welcome back to Star Trek Online. Well, as you can see, I decided to check on the Great Hall. I didn't realize this, but apparently they do have Laurel and Jaula in here instead of Jempok, who's been dethroned at this point. So yeah, that's a big change. Right, so we are supposed to help the Cooperative Borg, aka Director Hugh, with an issue of another incursion, and we are going to go do that right now. I was going to try and change my outfit a little bit. That did not happen. I might try to change my outfit or my ship look at some point, but for now, we're all good. Let us begin Axiom. Okay.
What a surprise! I didn't expect to see you here. I'm responding to a call from Director Hugh of the Cooperative Borg. The Lucari Concordium has recently chosen me as their ambassador for all things Borg. He asked me to join him here to help with another incursion. I've been here for quite a while now. I'm not sure he's coming. Are you here to help as well?
That's right, but his absence is concerning.
I agree. He's typically quite punctual. So I've heard, anyway. Well, I'm afraid I've also come across some starship debris in the system that I have yet to identify. It appears we're arriving at the aftermath of a tense clash. I suggest we try and find the director together. With your permission, I'll set up a sensor link so that our ships can share any data we find.
Permission granted. Let's do it.
Sensor link is active. Let's start with the ship's debris up ahead.
Alright. Hold on a moment. I'm still launching fighters. There we go. Now we have the full regimen. Ship debris.
Let's see. Sensors are picking up microscopic fragments of advanced regenerative circuitry, nanites, and decentralized control system debris. Well, this is most certainly a fallen cooperative probe. Something must have happened to their fleet. Let's hurry. There's more debris over there.
Alright, something's not right. Let's find out what. Let's scan
Scans
this.
indicate high-density alloy and further Borg circuitry fragments. Disruptive, not regenerative. In any case, this is not cooperative debris. The quantum signature doesn't even match our universe.
Uh-oh. Borg from another universe. Is it cooperative or is it kingdom? Not cooperative. Is it control or is it kingdom? Alright, this looks like cooperative. Why do you keep yes and no? Scan debris. Okay, so we're scanning this, not this. This is blocking this. Why?
Look out! Sphere incoming! Well done. That certainly explains the debris' quantum signature. Let's continue. I see a final cluster of debris up ahead.
Alright. Final cluster of debris. So these two don't count. Scan debris.
Fractal alloy is unlike any debris I've ever seen. It's protected by a quantum dispersal field. Someone must have come back to scatter the ship's debris signature. Its origin is untraceable. Heads up! trail. Recalibrating sensor array frequencies.
Alright, there's a warp signature over this way. Let's see what we can find.
Tachyon decay and subspace phase variances suggest this warp trail is 2 hours old. We should get closer. There might be survivors. Oh dear. Sensor readings are fluctuating erratically due to the magnetic properties of dense asteroids nearby.
Ooh, that's no good. Our new ally's ship looks pretty destroyed.
It's the Harmony. What's Tassine Faye's ship doing here?
That's a good question.
Perhaps Tassine Faye was called in to help as well. The vessel seems to be suffering from multiple systems failures. They may require assistance. Shall we send out a hail?
Let's. Comms open hailing frequencies. Admiral Kamarke, please proceed.
Oh, right. Starship Harmony, this is Admiral Kamarke of the LSS Raskava. Come in. Tassine Faye, do you copy? No response. Complete comm silence. I know this isn't exactly standard protocol, but considering the potential gravity of the situation, should we consider beaming down?
Let's try an energy field scan first.
You're right. Let's proceed with caution.
Scanners are ready. Okay, scan the Harmony.
It's no use. The magnetic properties of the denser asteroids near the ship are interfering with our scans.
We could use the tractor beam to move the Harmony away from this area.
An excellent idea. I'll send out an encoded subspace transmission detailing our intentions. I should be able to transmit it on a narrow enough frequency for it to bypass the interference, but we're unlikely to be met with a response, I'm afraid. Here's hoping Tassine Faye is able to receive it, and that we aren't breaking with any Atherian customs.
It doesn't look like we have a choice.
Right. I have identified a section of the Ramizad system where signals are not compromised by the asteroids. Meet me there.
Copy that. I'll move the Harmony.
Who would have thought that you'd be towing the Harmony today?
It is quite the mystery, isn't it? Alright.
The ship is still too close to the asteroids. Just a little further.
We're almost there.
It's working! The interference is subsiding. I suggest we try a final hail before we scan again.
Alright.
Starship Harmony, this is Admiral Kamarke. Do you copy? Starship Harmony, do you require assistance? Nothing. I'll consult with my comms officer.
Alright.
Ensign Farunte, what's your assessment?
The Harmony might be experiencing a communications blackout, Admiral. This is likely unrelated to the interference caused by any asteroids.
Well, time really could be of the essence. We still have no idea where the director is or if he's alright. And I'm beginning to worry that the same might be said of Tassine Faye.
You're right. I'll scan the Harmony.
This doesn't look good. Shields are lowered. I'm not detecting any breaches, so it must have been done voluntarily. The scans also indicate that the atmospheric conditions aboard the ship are highly unusual, and only just able to accommodate other species. Furthermore, the ship itself is exhibiting properties that are consistent with a multidimensional vortex. It's as if it is phasing in and out of existence. Or at least parts of it seem to be. What's more, Multiple sections of the ship seem to be under strict lockdown.
Sounds serious. Beaming down without authorization might be our only option.
I agree. I recommend we stay on high alert. Who knows what caused the ship's partial lockdown? This mission could be quite dangerous, especially if the Atherians are unresponsive.
Gamorke, are you sure you want to come?
Quite sure, but I do appreciate you asking. I would rather face my fears head-on than retreat to the proverbial shadows. It's been quite good for me. I feel empowered, actually.
Well, there's no one I'd rather team up with. Let's go.
You read my mind. The ship's systems should have logged our attempts at establishing contact before beaming down. That said, I'm not sure I trust the accuracy of any of our current scans, given the situation. One last thing. I do recommend we leave our bridge officers behind for now. I don't feel comfortable sending anyone else down there before conducting a preliminary assessment. Ready when you are.
I'll meet you there. Alright, I wanted to take a look at something. Oh yeah, I'm 0 across the board. Alright. Since I don't do any of the multiplayer stuff, I'm not getting any of the stuff needed for reputation. There is a Lucari Restoration Initiative reputation, so I could get an Lucari outfit, which, would be nice. That'd be something I'd be willing to switch up to. Alright, here we are. We beam in, and somebody turns off the lights and shuts the door. And turns on the lights.
This interior, it's beautiful.
I would agree with you.
It looks like the hallway behind us is locked. In fact, this room is under full lockdown, which I suspect will be true of most of the rooms we will encounter aboard the Harmony. Bypassing security lockouts might require some thinking outside the triangle. Or box? It's an Earth saying. I suggest we take a look around. Perhaps there's another way out. Let's tread carefully.
I'll lead the way. Okay, let's see here. This is obviously the first point of interest. Oh boy. Full system lockdown bypassed. Access granted.
Maybe this will allow us to open the door to the hallway behind us.
Let's try it. Alright. Attempt to get through.
No, the security clearance required to bypass this console is too high. We won't be able to go this way.
Alright.
Let's look around. Optimizing tricorders for environmental scanning.
Okay. I'll try this side.
What a unique structure. Optimizing for material analysis.
Alright.
Incredible. These polygonal wall structures act as data nodes.
Interesting. Oh. Need to scan more wall structures.
It appears they store recordings of events that have happened aboard the ship. They contain both visual and auditory data. You don't suppose we're being watched, do you?
It's certainly possible.
In any case, it looks like this room's lockdown has been bypassed. Let's try the console by the other door. There must be a way forward.
I'll take the lead. Alright. Let's unlock this door.
Well done. Alright, we better stay alert. We don't know what the consequences of bypassing the security measures aboard this ship are. For all we know, it could mean a variety of automated countermeasures, or perhaps none at all, given the situation. Let's keep scanning for abnormalities along the way until we get to the bottom of this.
Agreed. Let's go.
Lead the way.
You got it.
It's very empty in here. I wonder where all the crew members are.
That's a very good question. That's not part of this place. An examine console. Oh. Oh, there she is. Through harmony, we are secure.
That's what Tarsine Faye always says.
Like a guiding principle.
Could I have a word?
Of course.
I'm feeling a little uneasy. No, not about the possibility of finding a Borg incursion aboard. It's about the comment I made earlier, about being watched. It was meant to be light-hearted, but I'm starting to think we are being monitored. It doesn't help that this room is on lockdown as well, and it looks like the security clearances increase the further along we get. We'll need to get creative again.
How about the data node system we scanned? We could reverse engineer it.
Interesting. Instead of recording in real time, we could recalibrate the output so that the node plays back a recording from the past. At some point, someone aboard this ship must have input the console code needed to unlock this room. Such a recording might also provide us with insight into what happened aboard the Harmony.
I take it the nodes are encrypted?
Spot on! I would need to input some kind of information about the data we want to access in order to bypass any encrypted subroutines. In theory, this would allow me to recalibrate the node's parameters to play back an older recording, though I'd have to reconfigure the node's memory buffer array to act as a hollow matrix interface instead. In other words, the node will no longer function as a recording subsystem, but as a hollow emitter, activated by a
remodulated tricorder. This could work.
I have to say, even though I'm not pleased about reverse engineering Atherian technology without authorization, the science behind this is quite exciting. Hopefully, Tarsine Faye will understand.
I'm sure she'll understand. It's a risk we have to take. I'm sure she'll understand.
If you scan the room for information, I will begin recalibrating the node's parameters.
Let's get to work. Okay, let's see here. So I'm scanning this.
Reconfiguring memory array to optimize for hollow emission output.
Alright, scan number 2.
Remodulating tricorders.
And scan number 3.
Integrating environmental data to bypass encryptions. Done! The system is active. Shall we give it a try?
Alright, project recording.
In that case, please follow me.
Okay, oh, there's another one over here. Project recording.
This technology looks like a fragment of a larger piece.
Okay then. Oh, one more. And project recording.
Director Hugh, it is good to finally meet you face to face.
So, you said you needed help.
It worked! So, both Director Hugh and Tassin Fei were aboard the Harmony. What's more, the decay rate of the chronoton particles emitted by these projections placed the recording approximately 1 hour before the Harmony's warp trail signature in Ramizad. It's likely that whatever battle took place out there occurred after the director beamed aboard. Curious.
Indeed.
It's a start. However, I'm sure you've noticed that these recording fragments are both static and out of order. The node's harmonic emitters didn't take too kindly to being tampered with. I doubt we'll be able to play out the full animated sequence of events. That said, we should be able to realign the data and unlock the full recording if we place these fragments in the right order.
Leave that to me.
Place these fragments in the correct order. What happened first?
Tassin Fei directed Hugh and his officers leave. Director Hugh scans a piece of technology. Tassin Fei greets Director Hugh and his officers.
Right. Tassin Fei welcomed Director Hugh and his bridge officers aboard the Harmony. What happened then?
Director Hugh scans a piece of technology.
After Tassin Fei welcomed Director Hugh and his bridge officers aboard, Director Hugh scanned a piece of technology which he considered to be part of a fragment of a larger piece. So, naturally,
Tassin Fei, Director Hugh and his officers leave.
the fragments have been placed in the correct order. First, Tassin Fei welcomed Director Hugh and his team aboard the ship. Then, Director Hugh scanned some technology which was part of a larger piece. Lastly, Tassin Fei asked Director Hugh and his officers to follow her, so they all left the room. We did it! Right. I've fed the data back into the node in the correct order this time. We should be able to play the full sequence of events now. Remember, it's likely to be visually incomplete due to the harmonics malfunction within the node, but the acoustics shouldn't be affected. Shall we?
Let's watch it. Here we go.
Director Hugh, it is good to finally meet you face to face. I have heard a lot about you and your skill set.
Leader Tassin Fei, please call me Hugh. Likewise, I've heard a lot about the Atherians.
Alright.
So, you said you needed help.
Yes, a piece of our technology has been found aboard the Harmony. We may be compromised.
Let's see. You're right. This is control board technology, all right. And yet, the energy signature isn't an exact match. This technology looks like a fragment of a larger piece. We'll need to locate the rest of it before I can make an assessment.
Of course. Our diplomatic quarters are available, should you wish to stay longer for this assessment. Please excuse the furnishing. Under normal circumstances, we redress our rooms for all our guests.
Well, these circumstances are far from normal. But that won't be necessary. We won't be staying long.
I see. How unfortunate. Perhaps another time. In that case, please follow me.
Okay.
Great teamwork. We've pieced it all together. It looks like Director Hugh and his officers beamed aboard the Harmony to help Tosin Fey identify a piece of...
Control Borg technology.
Exactly. Fortunately, the data node recording also shows the console code used by Tosin Fey to bypass security. I suggest we look out for other consoles along the way. Perhaps we'll be able to use this method again. This probably also won't be the last data node we'll be able to interact with aboard the ship. Right, let's move on, shall we?
I'll enter the console code.
So it seems like the starship debris we found earlier might have been Control Borg then. If we proceed, the door behind us will likely lock. We'll need to choose a path.
Okay, so you have an optional path here. You can either go straight across to this room, which is where we need to go, or you can go up into these two rooms and explore a little bit. Now, the reason why I kept looking at the ceiling is because I never did that before. I noticed that this light fixture was moving, and my thought process was, oh, they might have like one of those things that they have on the outside that's constantly moving there. And then I looked up and I'm like, oh, there is no ceiling. Okay then. Anyway, we're gonna go the long way. We're gonna check out what's on the other side of this door.
Right behind you.
Alright, here we go.
This looks like a social lounge. I didn't know the Atherians were so willing to host. Very hospitable, though a little deserted for my taste.
Yeah. This entire place is a little deserted for all of us. Access data. Lucari Fusion Conference. 200,000 PA.
Perhaps it's related to stellar research. I'm surprised I haven't been contacted about this.
Odd. Days are numbered. Alright, moving on.
I take it these are the redressed diplomatic quarters Tosin Fey spoke of in the data node recording. I must say, I wasn't aware that a diplomatic meeting had been scheduled between any Lucari ambassadors and Atherians.
Well, these quarters seem largely unused.
Right. Perhaps this is for a future meeting that hasn't been coordinated yet. Director Hugh did mention abnormal circumstances in that recording. It's possible the situation is far more dire than we had imagined. I'll be sure to check in with Lucari Command once I return.
Sounds wise. Let's keep going.
Oh my. These are almost identical to the furnishings of Lucari diplomatic quarters. It seems like the Atherians have replicated our style almost to perfection.
Oh, I got an engineering kit. Well, obviously it's not as good as my current one. Alright. Okay. Well, we're gonna end it here for today. Thank you so much for joining me today. And as always, please like, comment, and subscribe. It really helps the channel out when you do that. As I always like to say at the end of these videos, don't get assassinated!